Hey, Nelson, Alcoholic Addict. That's not my real name. It's a pen name that I use here at LOL Sober. I am in the middle of a rough stretch, and there's nothing really problematic. No big things going on in my life. I haven't skipped a bunch of meetings. I'm doing service work, making calls, all the things you're supposed to do. My family's fine. My cats are fine. I can pay my bills. Work is good. Everything's fine. And yet, I am super salty and moping around and ready to rumble if somebody wants to argue with me. I don't handle those days well because I just think I should be better than that. That I've done a lot of work, and I just don't want to feel that way in sobriety. I feel like that guy in the movie who figures out he needs to clip the blue wire on the ticking time bomb, and then he does, clips the blue wire, and the bomb just keeps ticking down anyway. And I just feel like I end up yelling to myself, I did everything right. What the hell? Make it stop. But there's a couple things that I do. I made a list of 5 that I did this week that really helped. Number 1 is breathe and remember that this is a normal thing that happens all the time. That's the truth, isn't it? Whether you're an addict or not an addict, whether you are a monk or not a monk, we all have those days. So I just try to remember, beat yourself up with a feather, not a baseball bat. Go to bed and get up the next day, try again. The second thing is get to a meeting. Duh. That's Recovery 101. Get to a meeting. It helps almost 100% of the time. So I did that, and it helped. The third thing is pray. Ask for help. Do I ask for help every time I need it? No, I don't. Should I? Yes. It's an easy answer, yes. Do I know exactly what I'm praying to and when the help will arrive and what the help will look like? No, but it helps. It does. It's just a relief. It adds up to something, even if it's mysterious. The fourth thing on my list was do something, anything. I usually laugh at the whole move a muscle, change a thought thing because, I'm active. I run around after my kids and just in my life, and I did when I was drinking too. I was quite active, and I would move a lot of muscles and not change any thoughts. So it doesn't always function as a magical cure for me. However, when I'm in a dark place, like I have been, I do find that I slow down in a bad way. I sit in chairs and I stare at my phone or at the TV or I watch movies or sports. I just sit there. And so moving a little bit, it it gets me out of that swamp of self-pity even for a little while, and that helps. It really does. So in those rough days, it seems to be magnified how much it helps to just go for a walk or go to the mall or wander around Target, something. So I did that and it helped this week. Last but not least on my list is eat something shitty. Yeah, it's not. I'm sorry, that's not the most spiritually sound solution to pass along, but I do find that when I am really gritting my teeth and scuffling, like really like not in a great place, maybe I'm not going to drink, but I might act like a drunk. I might act impulsive and like a jerk. When I'm in that place, which I was, it helps to eat 2 peanut butter cups or 3 peanut butter cups or, 6 or 7 peanut butter cups, but never 8, okay? Because that would be disgusting and gross and just it's totally inappropriate. But seven's fine. I think seven's fine. Um, but in all seriousness, I do get some relief if I eat something that I really want to. And it isn't physically healthy necessarily, but it boosts my spirits a little bit. And I never forget that one of my favorite recovery books, Living Sober, has a chapter titled Eating or Drinking Something, Usually Sweet, that talks about how sometimes you can just pound a candy bar if you're in a bad place. Of course, I'm reading that the way that I want to read it, not necessarily how the authors intended it. The chapter when you read it closely, it does not recommend that a foundational part of your sobriety is to eat crappy foods. Like, it does not say go clean out the candy aisle at Walgreens if you want to stay sober. That's just not, doesn't, that's not in there. I checked. So far from it, actually. It's mostly recommending that you only push that button if the situation is truly dire. So I don't think that peanut butter cups every day is going to help my sobriety for a long term. That's not really a plan. So, however, on ugly days, guess what? I'm smashing some peanut butter cups, okay? so I did all those things recently, and I had some junk food, I watched some sports, and I cut myself some slack. And guess what? I felt a little better. It didn't go away, but I felt a little better. And I went to bed and in a better place, and I woke up in an even better place. And maybe it was from praying, but maybe it was from my miraculous peanut butter cup method. But just kidding. The answer, I know. It's blah, blah, blah. It's spiritual solution. Fine, I get it, but I still love peanut butter cups. So thanks for letting me share.